Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more SP Tarkov. And today, I think I pretty much started every episode by saying "and today" at this point, but and today, I don't have enough ammunition for. Well, 7.62 maybe, but I don't have enough ammunition for the SIG, and I don't have enough ammunition for the. Well, actually, no, I don't have enough ammunition for the 7.62 either, I was right. I have PS ammo, but most of my really good ammo got lost in that previous death. And so I need to wait until I can get one or the other to continue my main missions, shall we say. But I have something new. I have managed to, through various, how do we put this? Various sources, acquire a set of maps, which should be... I'm going to step out of character here for a second, although I do need a roleplay reason to explain to you why I've got this, because I can't give you the real reason. Legal problems and so on would ensue, but I genuinely think that now that I have all of the maps here, like this, I genuinely believe this is what my map should look like. Maybe not active, maybe without everything marked, maybe I have to mark everything manually, and heaven knows I am willing to do that if you take a look. Oh, actually you can't look at them now, you can't look at the old maps now, because it changes the maps. This replaces the original maps. You can actually see a bit of the paper there and there, but let's not talk about that right now. The point is, I believe this is what the maps should look like. More specifically, minefields, right? This should be, I mean, this is information that is available to me if I have the map open. You know what the problem is? The map for Streets of Tarkov doesn't exist. The map for Reserve, which has been in, I don't know how long in a thing, and in the game, doesn't exist. It's not in the game. They've made the map for Woods, they've updated the map for Woods. Reserve, no such luck. And okay, it's a hidden military installation, you don't get a map of it because it's, you know, a remote area, not many people have access to it. Okay. What about Lighthouse? You're telling me this is a remote area as well, where nobody has access to it? What, with a tennis court and resort and all? It's right next to Shoreline. It's kind of an extension of Shoreline, right? Path to Shoreline, Southern Road, also leading to Shoreline. I think this Southern Road, like here, is the tunnel, and then that way is Shoreline, right? And then over here is Path to Lighthouse, obviously, on the Shoreline map. So it's right there, you know what I mean? Like, it's literally right there. And you're telling me we don't have a map for this for the same reasons. Come off it. The most important thing is I've now gotten rid of the compass. And so I'm going to have to rely on these maps, which are detailed and are dynamic and do give you quest markers as well. So I'm going to have to rely on these instead of the compass. It does mean that I'm probably going to have to take things a little bit more slowly when looking at where to go. But that's okay, to be honest with you. That's perfectly fine, because say we spawn like down here somewhere, I open up the map. I don't need to, I know this area, but I open up the map. I realise that I need to head down the road and to the construction site, to the cottages, and then, you know, go over here or whatever. Right, I can do that. Get to here, hide maybe behind these trucks here, open up the map again and realise, right, so one task is, I don't know, here, the other is here, the other is here, or something along those lines. Let's do this, this, and this, and then, you know, we plan things out, sort of. The biggest problem I have is that there's minefields over here as well. These ones, I kind of knew where they are from experience. I know that if you walk off the road here, you get hit. I'm not sure I knew about the, no, I did get blown up here once or twice, but I'm not sure exactly where it was that the minefields are here. But yeah, there you go, so that's a thing. And also along the road here. I didn't know about these minefields at all. So apparently, you cannot enter this base through here. One option will be to go down through to construction, down to cottages, across the bridge, and then enter through the hole in the wall here, but go straight until you see the road, avoiding this line of minefields here. Feels as though the gunner's nest is the only thing that's really protected here. I don't really care that much about the back of the water treatment plant. But anyways, that's the idea, right? There you go. And then train yard, and then this way into reserve, right? You can see how all the maps are connected, and yet people are going to tell me that this is, you know, a remote area, and that's why we don't have a map of it. Sure, lovely, whatever you say. There's even a map of labs. Okay, now this is a bit, you know, much maybe, but why not? We have all the keycards to labs. You're telling me we can't find the blueprints for the floor plan? That's somehow just gone from Tarkov in you know, erased. Come on, people. There's no reason not to have a map like this. It's it makes the game more hardcore. I know you can argue the hardcore difficulty thing. You can also change between levels there, which is lovely. You can argue the hardcore thing and make it so that nothing is marked on the map, and make it so you don't know where you are on the map and you're just looking at it. But a bloody map has existed in this world for thousands of years, although in different forms. So, yeah, let's not do that. I also had to test out the changes and tweak some things and so on and so forth. So I did a couple of scav runs to make sure everything is working. Didn't get anything out of them. I just unlived the scav at the end to make sure I don't get any benefits from it. Right, but today, because I don't have any ammo for reserve or for lighthouse for the right guns, we are going to woods, 3 PM, with an SVDS, all of this stuff, and we're going to ensure it. I did do an off-map customs run, I think, again, or maybe an off-map factory run. No, I did an off-map factory run, another one, I think. And got the beta 2, maybe, unless I got this on camera previously. I'm not sure where I got the beta 2, and some of these things. If it's not all the same like last time I got it off camera, this I had stored up. These two I had stored up as well. All right, that's the basic idea. We take the SVDS. This is a ×4 scope on it, so not the biggest magnification, but it's okay. Some ammo, some really good ammo, mind you, and we are off. The idea today is to kill a large number of scavs from distances of more than 75 meters. That's the daily quest. If we can get it done, cool. If not, also fine, no problem. The other task that we're going for is dehydration. And for that reason, I brought some sugar along. We're going to down a whole box of sugar. We're going to get our hydration down to the dirt, and we're going to try and survive for 5 minutes. I have propofol for the occasion, at least I think I do. We're going to try and find some more meds, obviously. And yeah, that's about it. Now, take a look at the map. Oh, also there's a hotkey. You can look at the map like this, so I don't have to go here and then so on and so forth. Which, you know, makes sense. The map's in my pocket. I pull it out. Here's where I am. The gamey elements of it, if you want to call them that, are that I know exactly where I am. Which, granted, I would say I'm not supposed to know, but yeah. Also, one thing this does is, so there you go, that's the Cult Part 2. The Cult Part 2. If I go over here, I don't actually have the Cult Part 2 as a task, do I? Yes, I do. Mark the ritual spots on woods. Yeah, I do. I just completely forgot about it, so there you go. It knows better than me, what can I say? Perfect, right? Okay, minefield on the right. We want to make sure we're moving on the edge of the minefield, but there's a sign for it, helpfully, so not to worry. You can also pull up the map mid-combat like this, or mid-aiming down sights. which I'm a big fan of, obviously. And if this whole raid goes without me seeing a single scav, I wouldn't mind, even though I do have that daily thing going on. I genuinely wouldn't mind, because the scavs thing is just a bonus, yeah? The main goal here is to extract while completely and utterly dehydrated for 5 minutes. There's another reason why I wanted to use these maps as well. It's gonna make it a lot more fun to learn stuff like interchange, which I have a basic grasp on already. To learn reserve sort of in a little bit more detail, to learn the northern parts of Lighthouse, to learn well, the rest of the maps in the game, effectively, right? Labs especially. I'm not very familiar with labs at all. I think I've extracted from labs successfully maybe once. You don't really hear much. I'm going to cut across here. I'm sticking mostly to the edge of the map. I want to use the range advantage that the SVDS offers. I've also taken off... We take a look here. I've also taken off the front sight of the SVDS, and I think it looks a heck of a lot cooler now. Granted, it does make it so that if the scope breaks or something, it's gonna be extremely difficult to get back in the fight without a front sight. You know, you can sort of compensate for the rear sight. You have a rough idea of where it would be with the Picatinny rail and everything. And then just line that up with sort of along the length of the gun with the front sight, kind of like a shotgun. And you can kind of sort of use it like that for close range, but without a front sight or a rear sight, it's going to be a lot more difficult. But it looks cool. Who cares, right? You know, not worth taking. An AKS-74. I'm sorry, an AK-74. No, it is an AKS, isn't it? It would be Автомат Kalashnikova 74 variant, and S is Skladny or whatever the word is. Which basically means folding stock. It is technically an AKS, even though first thing you think about when you see an AKS, when you say AKS, it's usually the shorter one, right? Okay, well this is a bit concerning. I'm in my favourite sniping spot. Let's take the range up to 100 meters. The bullet drop on 7.62x54 is not terrible, but there is noticeable bullet drop. And so dialing in the range is going to be important if we're going to try and hit something at a distance. I mean, I can take a minute here. I heard something in the woods over there towards either the logging camp or the waterline. But I don't see anyone in the house, I don't see anyone down there, no one on the road, no one at the checkpoint. Very quiet raid, unfortunately. Probably going to be hard to get the... What was that, a flashlight over there? Might have been. Probably going to be difficult to get the daily task done, but we can get one part of the cult task done. I forgot just how loud the SVDS is, or the SVD in general is, right? it's an incredibly loud gun. But, I'm gonna be honest with you, the sound it makes is kind of closer to what my AK makes IRL, with the barrel length and everything, than what you hear from an AK-74 or an AK-103 and AK-12, so on and so forth. Even though my rifle's chambered in 5.56 and not 7.62x54, which is a considerably larger caliber. But I do have a bull barrel, and I do have a really sturdy and high quality mechanism behind it with the gas piston and everything. It's especially well made, and so I think what you're hearing a lot of the time here is the actual mechanism working with the combined with the gases from the barrel. Because the barrel's a bit longer, it makes a slightly different pitched sound and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's sort of like the kind of like the combination of all those things make the SVDS have a really unique sound, and obviously the bullet itself, but like I said, if you chamber it in 5.56, you still get a sound that's closer to this than to just your regular bog standard AK-47 or AKM. Let's put a few more bullets in the SVD. Or in the Big Mag for the SVD, and I'll tell you what, I could right, not only could I should get in the practice of using the smaller magazine for sniping at long distances. Not only do I then save a larger magazine for close quarter combat, I also get better ergonomics with a smaller mag. Yeah, there you go. Definitely use that. Also, one thing I don't particularly love about the map is it does show you exactly where the enemies you've killed are. But it's not the most realistic and hardcore of mechanics. Granted, I think nobody will argue otherwise. However, it is very cool to see them sort of lined up like that. And I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna leave it for a little bit, and then if I don't like it, I'll remove it. But from a again, sort of stepping out of character and talking meta, but from a kind of a video making perspective, I think it's neat to know where the people I've killed are, for you guys more so than for me. If I don't know, like, you know, I'm struggling with it, fine, but I'm struggling to find the body to loot, the whatever, doesn't matter. But for you guys, I think it's going to be really cool adds like extra information and gives you a little bit more engagement and stuff to, you know, look at the map and like, oh, like there they are, and it's cool from a viewer perspective is what I'm trying to say, I think. You know, you might disagree with me on that, but I think from a viewer perspective it's pretty cool. MP5 9mm para. Not the biggest fan. You can keep it. I like the morphine, I like the grenade. Car kit definitely going to be necessary if we're going to dehydrate ourselves for the purposes of well, I don't know why exactly. Proving that we can, I guess, is why. Ooh, this guy has a nice AK. I like the glasses too. Hollow point bullets. Trash. Trash AK, never mind. Grizzly may have saved this whole situation. I'm gonna hide here for really quickly, and I need to check. Ah, it is completely dynamic. It shows the extracts as well. So I don't need to look at the extracts like this. I know where I need to go. I like that. Tell you what, where's the last guy that I shot at? It's back there, alright, never mind. Let's get to the cult spot, first and foremost. Just to check, this has AP ammunition, right? Yeah, it's a good AK. Magpul furniture on it and everything. The cool looking charging handle. All of that is nice. Slight problem. Ammunition. And by slight, I mean very big problem. Oh. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? There's a cult gathering there. Top off the magazine. Oh, well, yeah, let's put something in there. Alright. And much more convenient than the compass, which sort of forced me to do a single task at a time, because it would confuse me otherwise, because it would still leave markers everywhere if the task wasn't finished. Go down really quickly. It removes the marker as soon as you get as soon as you're done with that part of the task. And so, yeah. Works pretty gosh darn well if you ask me. Hydration is at 63. We have 24 minutes left. With 24 minutes on the clock... Hello? With 24 minutes on the clock, I reckon... Oh, hello, beautiful. This is a grenade launcher. And a very good grenade launcher at that. I like it. We're stacked on gear. We can move. I'm not even overburdened that much. Mind you, a smaller backpack helps. So even though I'm full of loot, or I'm full on loot, I still can carry a bit more, because I have the largest backpack known to mankind. So the plan is, at around 7 or 8 minutes, make it to the extract, camp there, eat all the sugar, and wait for 5 minutes. It's not very exciting, I never said it would be. But it's supposed to get the job done. Of course, before that, we have to make it to the other sniping rock. That makes it sound like the rock is doing the sniping. To the other popular sniping position, and take a few shots from here. How's reloading gonna work? I just dropped a mag, didn't I? I did. I did, and the chances of me finding it are -12. Yeah, I was on the move as well. Never mind. I'm pretty sure I dropped a mag. I think I had 4 to begin with, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I dropped the mag. I was wondering if I can switch out, because the larger and the smaller one, but I didn't have space to unload the smaller one into first, so... yeah. Yikes. Right, there's one down. 9 bullets left. Sorry, no, yeah, actually I'm right, 9 bullets left, and 1 was in the chamber. It's gotten to the point where I don't need to think about it all that much. I know by feel. I was gonna say, you have 10, you shot 2, that's 8, but no, there was 1 in the chamber, and I think with experience you become acutely aware of that 1 in the chamber most of the time, which is a good thing. Prevents accidents and stuff. Speaking of that, let's top off the magazine. No, there are 4. What was I talking about? How did I think there was... oh, never mind. Must have not seen it somewhere, or I don't know. Just something. Thinking back, is the... yeah, I see you, buddy. Thinking back, is this the SVD that I picked up off of Struman? I think it very well might be. Which means I'm using his own gun in his own home, quote unquote. Okay, time 18 minutes. In no rush yet, but will be soon. That's how I would describe the situation. You could see that bullet go. You could see that bullet travel. And then splat. That's why I like this gun so much. That and, you know, pretty gosh darn accurate semi-automatic. Not all that common. When they walk slowly like that, at distances of 150, 200 meters-ish, I think I have a pretty gosh darn good idea of how the bullets travel. Also dialed in at 100, I can hit targets up to wherever that sniper was. Very reliably, just off of feel. And the reason for that, you might not believe me, is some limited, but some experience with the SVD IRL. And as a result, it kind of translates here as well. It not completely, shall we say? It's completely it's fairly different shooting it IRL, but the bullet path is not far off. 100 to 200 meters, it's there. The speed as well. It's hard to describe, but you sort of get a feel for those things. And yeah. This kind of just helps, I suppose. Time, 16 minutes. Perfect. Perfect. We are in no rush. Diary, I need them for intelligence folders. I also need this. Or do I? I don't need this anymore, I don't think. Okay, we can get rid of this. We can get rid of the Iska. Although, I am going to need to eat something when I get back. There's a Slickers bar for me, fair enough, right? Oh, I like the wires. Get rid of the pistol. Get the wires. Leave the gun, grab the cannoli, right? Ooh, that sounded... yeah, it is. I was gonna say that sounded like there's a guy next to me. And what's the best way to flush him out? Let him know exactly where you are. Okay, let's just make sure I'm not getting flanked. Maybe it's a sign I'm playing this game too much, but I can hear that he was a regular scav by his movement. Because he would just look left and then right a bit randomly. How do I put this? Like, no real purpose to his movement. You can tell he's just sort of hanging around. This, pick this up. I'm done searching. I need to move. Let's just check this because it's rare to find a weapon box here. Despite the fact it's still empty. 13 minutes. Can I make it to the extract on the other side in 3 or 4 minutes? Probably not. 5? More realistic. 37. Okay, does this give energy as well? This gives... Oh, sorry, does this give hydration? No, it just gives energy. That's what we want. Even though I do need it for a quest. I know, I know. Actually, it may have been for a trade, not a quest. I don't recall exactly, but that's okay. Put this here, this down here. I'm going to put this on 4. Selwa first, and then this, obviously. How exactly did he not see me walking up from over there is beyond me. Yeah, maybe if it was looking over in that direction, I suppose. Tad embarrassing, yeah, for both of us, kind of. Okay, top off the large magazine. And then, here we go. I'm still holding my breath. Okay, not bad at all, not bad at all. What is it? 10 minutes left? I actually kind of made it in what did I say, 3? Yeah, check the clock when it was on 13 minutes left, I think. So, we've pretty much made it. Jesus, that's loud. That sounded like it's right in front of me. It's not, but that's what it sounded like. Okay. Tell you what, reload. Smaller mag in. That's one of those heavier MGs, isn't it? I'm not going to change the zeroing. I'm going to keep it at 100 and then aim, like, if the head's there, aim a little bit above the head with the... See, that's supposed to be the 300 meter marker on the scope. I just got shot at with a sniper rifle. Or someone else did, and the bullet just flew past my head inadvertently. Also a possibility, but it's time. It's time to eat a whole heap of sugar, get the hydration down to 0, and start dying. There you go. I know. I know. Here we go. It's dehydration time. People are going to be coming out here towards the extract, so it's not like... Oh god, my arm stamina's trash as well. So it's not like I just have to sit here and wait.
О, ебаный в рот, пить охота. Блять, без воды помру нахуй.
Okay, no need for such strong language. We are doing this on purpose to... Again, every time I go to say why I'm doing this, I don't really know. It's to prove a point, isn't it? It's to prove a point that I can. My hands are shaking something fierce. Okay, what about this M4? What kind of bullets does it use? M855. Those are the good ones, aren't they? I mean, the relatively good ones. It's like tier 4 pen, I think, or something. Yeah. That works. Somewhere along the line, I'm going to have to pop a Propitol first, and then switch over to more traditional healing methods. Yeah, about when it hits half, probably. Someone's coming towards the extract. Hoopfie, I'm sorry, buddy. It's not me, blame Jaeger. Oh, Propitol clears up my vision as well. Good, Propitol, thank you. I would have brought another one if I knew it did that. Found an egg. Oh, buddy, how I envy you. Good. Okay, 12 is cheap. Bank robber is pretty trash, although I can probably put stuff inside it and have more space to carry things, but nah. Forget about that right now. Propitol is still working, believe it or not. Yeah, so it turns out I found the optimal way to do this. Kind of by accident. You can see the laser. Okay, done. We can now leave. We have survived while horribly... what's the word? Dehydrated. And we can finally leave. And there we go. Huzzah! The survivalist passed Zhivchik. Zhivchik. One of the two, but I'm not sure how it's supposed to be accented, but it's done. Finally. Let's take a look at some of these shots. Yeah, most were headshots. This was a stomach kill, so on and so forth. I know that. What I'm interested in, and why I'm looking at this, is the distances. So, Gena Trechmerny, Scav, killed with the SVDS stomach 229 meters away. Armen Tchaikovsky, headshot 201 meters away. Sniper Scav, this is what I wanted to check. Arthur, headshot 200 meters away. Yeah. 200, maybe 250. Caps out at 300. I know these bullets. Like, I know 762x54R, the speed at which it travels and stuff. I'm gonna have an easier time hitting targets with this than with 6.8. But that's just due to experience. I've shot this round a lot more, and you know, the IRL part of things sort of comes into play maybe a little bit. Maybe it just gives me false confidence. I don't know. It could be either of the two. Maybe it's just the sound that's, you know, it sounds familiar and it's just like, yeah, let's let it rip. I know roughly where it's going to be. Feels like with 6.8 I have to give more lead, which I'm pretty sure I don't. But it feels like I'm giving... Oh, let me clarify. It feels like I'm giving more lead. But the bullet is smaller, and I think it travels faster, so I should be giving less lead. Mind you, when someone's sprinting directly in front of you, or not, like at a 90-degree angle, you're looking at the person at a 90-degree angle and they're sprinting. It's incredibly hard to hit anything. I suspect a small part of that is also due to the game itself and the game mechanics, and hit detection and stuff is not perfect. So there's that as well, let's just say. But even without that, I need these for quests. So I need tons of these, obviously. This doesn't provide a lot of ergo, but it reduces recoil. I'd love to put it on that and sell it to someone. Unfortunately, not an option. This, however, is a fascinating little thing, and I'd love to test it out. And tell you what, I'm going to sort out the stash later, but just for a minute, I want to move this away. We can, oh, I got another dog tags case, because the other one is full. Yeah, so anyways, let's unload this, check the ammo again. Yeah, it's tier 3 pen. It's like it's not the good ammo. I think I call it the good ammo. It's not good, it's just not terrible. We can sell this entire rifle. I don't need them. I have lots of weapons. This is what I want to test out. Get the grenades for it as well. I mean, I say I want to test it out, provided I can to begin with. Because it's a grenade launcher. It's not really something you want to be testing out at a basic shooting range like that. Got a message that my guys are in place and looking for your things. I did drop a mag then, didn't I? Or maybe I didn't. Anyways, appears like I've dropped something. Jaeger, tasks, Zhivchik part 3, dehydrated, 5 minutes, and escape. And there we go. Now you can survive for so long. Impressive. Here you go. Drink this. Regain your strength. Thank you. Survivalist path. Wounded beast. Eliminate scavs while suffering from the pain effect. 3. This is also something that's gonna need to be... How do I put this? Like, set up a bit. Because I reckon the best way to do this is to jump from somewhere up high, break one of my legs. I know what this sounds like. Jump from somewhere up high, break one of my legs, and then get into a good sniping position and kill a couple of people. Mind you, it's while suffering from the pain effect. You can't take painkillers while doing this. So it has to be under the pain effect. But 3 scavs, and it doesn't have to be in the same raid. honestly not that bad. Okay. Rubles. It's going to be in the top one, yeah. There we go. In fact, roll this out. Aquamarine. 1, 2, and then a couple of water filters. What are these actually used for? I have an advanced water filter now, don't I, in the hideout? Or do I need a level 3 water filter for the thing? God, this is going to be another hour-long video. I know, but hey. I don't know what we're here for. I've upgraded the lavatory last time, had all the resources for it. So we now have a level 3 lavatory, which allows us to produce air filters for 1, and then I think we knew how to make this before. Pilgrims. And that's it, out of the important stuff. I don't think any of this is new. Yeah. Of course, reduces armor repair cost using repair kits by 10, so there is that as well. Yeah, Pilgrims, we can make the anti-tactical plate carrier, and we can make the filter. Here's a genuine question. Water collector, right? Doesn't use anything that I'm aware of. Generator requires security and vents. Security requires that. Still nowhere near upgrading anything else, but I don't know, it just seems a bit interesting. Let's go over to the workbench. I don't really showcase this much, I usually do it off camera, so might as well do it now in the hour-long video, right? Yeah, great logic there, Juggernaut. I know, but to be honest with you, I'm having so much fun with this game that I kind of just want to keep playing it. I'm gonna need another thermite thing, but actually no I'm not, it's for the ammunition case. And I already have ammunition cases, like 4 of them, I don't need another one. So yeah, I don't actually need much in the way of crafting. But let's see the thing that we're here to do, and that is, if I can test out this sodding thing. I can, it just doesn't explode? So, here's the thing. That's genius. You just remove the explosive bit and you just, use it for target practice. First of all, genius. Second of all, I was aiming for that thing, and I hit this. Okay, let me check something. I think I should have one more grenade. Now, this is dialed in at 100 meters and you can't change the 0 on it. Most unrealistic. You can change the 0 on these things. What if I just eyeball it? That hit the roof, didn't it? Oh, now it hit where I was aiming. Pretty sure it hit the roof a minute ago. Yeah. There it is. Okay, an interesting weapon, one that I'm not really keen on trying out immediately. But soon. Heck yeah, soon. Anyways, let me settle all this stuff, and I will get back to you lot in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe down if you enjoyed, and we'll stay tuned with the rest of the series and the rest of the content that I produce on this channel. My name's Juggernaut. If you're feeling extra generous, there are, of course, options down below in the forms of, options for donations, rather, as I always say. But by no means feel compelled to do anything, it's just there. You get some perks for it, support the channel, extra all proceeds go towards making better videos, and so on and so forth. I will see you all next time. Have fun. Take care. Bye-bye.